Grant, your thoughts on that one this afternoon?
I thought it was a real gritty performance from us today. Defensively, really, really good, and it's something we've been beating the drum a wee bit with the boys in the last, since the Lincoln game. Really, is being more organised from set players, which I thought we were. I thought we dealt with everything that, probably the best team in the division at set players, and have been up to this point, have thrown at us today. From an organisation and a structural point of view, really good. Limited them to hardly any opportunities or our goal. I don't think Timmy's had a save to make, maybe from a header from Pidgerani, but just came into his hands. And it's look, I said this after the Reading point, that any point away from home is good, but we need to take care of business at home. And I said that to the players now. The challenge is, yes, it's a decent point away from home. We can certainly be better from an attacking point of view, but I think that's the next bit. I think it brings a little bit of a building block at the minute. We can't expect everything just to turn straight away. The building block for us today was to get that point on the board. We didn't come here for the point, but we've got the point on the board. And we can build off it now. And now we need to focus on our home games. I think we've got 2 back-to-back home games coming up now against Peterborough and Stockport. So real opportunity for us to put a stamp on those games.
Did you feel you showed the more attacking threat this afternoon between the two sides?
Look, we had the best opportunities, didn't we? We had the best chance. Harry Clifton had a really good chance first half, where maybe if he lifts it over the keeper, he scores. Jamie Sterry has an unbelievable chance in the middle of the 6-yard box. So we had the best opportunities in the game. And on another day we score. Look, it was a horrible day. The weather's coming down. Credit to the 600 Doncaster fans have travelled down here, because I know the A1 was shut and I know the weather's horrendous and it's freezing. But I can't thank them enough, and the players ran themselves into the ground today. We just didn't quite get that goal to clinch the 3 points, but I felt we had a better team throughout.
The calmness in defence were massive, particularly given the conditions. It needed those calm heads that they showed.
Do you know what was pleasing today? I seen people getting back to form, and I seen Sterry back to himself, and he's been out for a while. Jay McGrath back to where we know he can play, and the levels he can get to. Look really assured all day, in possession, out of possession, defensively. Even when we're going forward, he's locking the game out. So people starting to come into good form now. People starting to get back into where they need to be, and that's only good for me, really. To pick a team every week, to see people in much better form than what we have been. And it's circumstantial, like Jay's taken a bit of time to come back from his injury from last season. Jamie's obviously had ups and downs and injuries. Just to mention a couple, Brandon's in good form, caused them all sorts of problems all day. Possibly, in my opinion, looking at the stand, I think the referee may have missed another penalty for us. I think Good's come through Brandon to get the ball in the last minute, but it's not falling our way at this moment. But like I said, it will turn.
Two of you that you mentioned there, in Jay McGrath, big performance for him, obviously given the nod this afternoon, but he's coming and as you said, look really, really assured. Yeah, there's been a lot of work this week, Liam, and particularly from a defensive point of view, because we've conceded some soft goals, really from our own doing, and over the past few weeks. So there's a real focus on making us hard to beat first and foremost, and then let's see if we can add the sugar at the top end of the pitch as we go on in the games coming up. So as you said, from this one it's about building on it and getting the job done.
We'll have to build on it. We have to look at that, the foundations of what we played against today. This is a Stevenage team that's no pushover. What have they lost twice this season? I think maybe twice, 3 times in the league. So they're hard to beat. They've got experience through their team. But like I say, I thought if you're judging me over the 92 minutes of the game, I felt we were the better team today.